God really had redeemed me from the curse in childbirth, including pain. I continued to play the tape over and over. I played it for my husband, my mother, and my sister-in-law, and those I knew who would stand in agreement with me on God's miraculous principle of supernatural childbirth. I was released from the bondage of fear in childbirth, especially the fear of losing another child. I learned how to speak to the baby inside me and to speak to each part of my body and command it to line up in God's perfect working order. Richard and I latched onto the Bible's truth about our rights in childbirth. We learned what a contraction is and what labor really is, and we're not going to let go of a word of it. When the time came to give birth, I asked the Lord to give me a sign when it was time to go to the hospital, since I was believing for no pain. Sure enough, He did. My water broke at 10 p.m. and we went to the City of Faith. When I arrived, they all laughed and said, "Surely you're not ready to have a baby. You're too calm and relaxed." So just to satisfy me, they exclaimed, I was already dilated to 6 centimeters. They hooked me up to a monitor that indicated when the contractions were coming. We all laughed because I never felt a thing. I walked and sat and talked with my family and realized that God had a miracle for me. Only toward the very end of the delivery did I experience pain. I knew immediately when I let go of God's principles and allowed my fears to take hold. I experienced about 18 minutes of pain at the very end when I knew my precious little baby was about to be born. My mind flashed back to the past, and the devil did his best to ruin my supernatural experience. God was victorious though. I gave birth to the most beautiful 8-pound, 6-ounce baby girl the world has ever seen. When our darling little Jordan Lindsay came into the world, I realized that God was totally in control of child